Hello guys, today I wanted to do something a little different. Back when I originally got into fountain pens, I didn't really know much about wax seals, and apparently wax seals were something that have been used for hundreds of years to sort of authenticate people's letters. And I noticed that wax seals are quite interesting to use, and I just felt I might as well make a special video and show people how you can make a wax seal and stamp it onto your lettering. You can get a standard envelope like this, and you melt wax onto here, and then you get a stamp and stamp it. Since I figured that I'm getting into fountain pens, I might as well change it up a bit and show you guys something a little different. Let me walk you through the process of making a wax stamp. So, of course, you have some wax here. It's a special type of wax specifically for mailing, because mailing is different now, and a lot of mail goes through machines, and that can ruin letters if they have standard wax on them. So this is a special type of wax. I think it's called supple wax, if I'm correct, but I got this stick on Amazon for pretty cheap. Here is a stamp. It's a metal stamp. I have a lettering on here, of course, and you just heat up the wax and you drip it onto the end of the envelope here. I'm going to show you that now. It takes a little while to heat up, but it's not too long, and I'll guide you guys through the process of making a stamp. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to find this wick here on the wax. You're going to get yourself a lighter. I got a standard Bic lighter here. You're going to light it up, and all you have to do is just heat up the wax wick until it turns on fire. You're just going to let it start melting. You sort of maybe might blow on it a little bit, but you can see here the wax is starting to drip. You just hold it over the end of your letter here. You hold it down. As you can see, I'm holding it down here. And you sort of just wipe the wax around, and you sort of, what helps me is when I go in circles as I'm melting the wax, because it makes a nice even distribution of wax around the end of your letter here. I just go like this around it. You let it drip. It actually heats up quite fast. Let it get even around the lettering. Once you stamp it, it actually cools off pretty quickly, in a couple seconds actually, from what I've learned. So just let it drip for a little while. Continuously ring it around in a circle. This helps me. From my past experiences, if I don't consistently distribute the wax, it will pretty much mess up the lettering. So just a few more circles. Alright. That actually looks pretty good. Alright, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to wipe this off and let the wax go. You just wipe it on a piece of paper there. You set it to the side. Now what you're going to do, you're going to get your wax stamp. I got an initial stamp here. You're going to line up the wax stamp with this, and you firmly press down to make the seal. When it's firmly pressed down, you just let it sit there for about 5 to 10 seconds so the wax will completely dry and cool down. You gotta be careful because sometimes it can stick. Just give it a little extra time. And you just pull it off like that. As you can see, I've made a nice wax seal here. I've actually been able to find my wax and seals on eBay. They were actually moderately cheap. Wax cost me about $2 to $3 for about 10. It was pretty reasonable. I got purple, which is one of my favorite colors, and it adds a little twist to your letters, as you can see. It adds that little novelty feel to it, you know. I like this a lot. But this is how to make a wax seal. It adds a little twist to your writing style and everything to add some character to it. And I hope you enjoyed. This is how to make a wax seal for your letter.